Now, if you're on the vertical line, no, north is positive, south is negative.
Negative.
Do you follow that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so please copy. If you want to screenshot this, now you may do so. No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to clear the screen now. No? And we are going to go to case number 3, guys. So I'm going to erase this. So cases 1 and 2 are quite easy. Okay, for case 3, no? Our case 3, guys, is when no? Two forces that we are dealing are perpendicular to each other. No? What's another word for perpendicular? Anybody could
Straight.
give another word for perpendicular?
Straight.
Adjacent.
Right angle.
Perpendicular is right angle, no? They form 90 degrees. And for our forces, so our F1 would probably be equivalent to 30 newtons. Still, now I will use 30 newtons. This one is still going east. My F2 now will be 40 newtons. But this time, F2 is going north. No? So you have east and north. No? East and north. So we are going to start our figure with a graphical solution. No? We will start with a graphical solution. So what's another word for our graphical solution, Gane? What's the another word? Tip 2. So we are going to draw, guys. I want you to remember that one, no? Because it's easier to apply it, no? When you know the name. No? So we have to draw first, no, F1 again, no, in a sequence. So F1 is 3 segments, and I want you to draw this in your paper, please. No, kindly draw this in your paper so that you can follow me and help me find the value of the resultant. No? So the 3 segments again is equivalent now to okay, no? We always put that at the origin ang tail. No? Okay, then we start out with F1. F1 is equal to 30 newtons.
30
No?
Newton.
Okay, then how do we draw our F2? Huh?
Above.
So at the tip of F1, we are going to extend this line here, no? And draw our corresponding segments. That's not yet our F2. Huh? We still have to mark that with some lines, no? So we will know exactly, you know, how much is our value. No? Now, in case we will be cut, guys. Now, kindly wait for the link again. No? So we will count here 4 segments. And after that, we will connect our arrow. So let me use a different color. No? So our F2 is this one. From the tip of F1, we draw our F2. It's kind of crooked. Sorry. Tadlong ko gamay, ha? Sorry, kay kiwi akong blue nga line. The blue line is not aligned. So this is now equal to our F2. And it is equal to 40 newtons going north. Now question, where is now our resultant, guys? Where is the resultant now? Where do you think is the resultant?
North, sir.
To north,
So,
sir.
the resultant is always, no, from the starting point, no? So the origin, and it will extend all the way to
Oh.
the tip of the last force. No?
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to measure that using your ruler, please. In your own paper there, no? How many segments do you find for this? No?
Where's my
So how
ruler?
much is our value? Pila yung value?
Hindi nig.
Anong measurement?
Okay, so ano na?
5.
5? Okay, so this will be 5 centimeters. No? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. No? So therefore, our FR, guys, now if we will try to get our FR value, FR will be equal to 50 newtons, but it has to have an angle. No? Usually, an angle is indicated by the word at. No? And then kindly count the number of degrees here. No? Please measure the number of degrees.
Sir.
So we call this theta. Theta is like a circle. No? So how much is our theta? No?
55 degrees, sir.
So theta is indicated usually by something like that. Sorry. So it's like something like this, ang theta. No? Something like that. No? So how about the angle now? No? How much is our theta here? No? So theta is how many degrees? 50.
55, sir.
Pila?
55.
55.
In your protractor, 55 degrees. That's north of
Sir. 50 lang ako, sir.
50 mo. Ano pa iba yung value? How many other values do you have here? 53. So let's start with
53 gali, sir.
One is 50, one is 55, so 53. Now let's have that one.
53, sir.
Okay, so this is what we call a graphical solution. No? So what about our analytical method? No? Ano atong analytical method? No? Again, our analytical method involves, since that's a right triangle, then we will go to
Pythagorean.
We will involve Pythagorean Theorem. And I think you can recall now your Pythagorean Theorem. And this one will obviously be equals to FR, which is, first you'll have your square of F1 plus the square of your F sub 2. Okay, so we will have here the square root of F1 and F2. Okay, so what are these values?
30.
Are you following me? Do you get the solution?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll have what? This is 40. 40 con 30. 30.
30.
So 30 square. Please don't forget to square. Then you'll have your 40 square. And then you'll have the square root sign. Don't forget to square. So that will be 900. This one will be 1,600. Then you combine, that's 25,000. The value of 25,000 square is eventually equals to 50 Newton.
Yes.
Now, the problem is, if we want to get the angle here, we are going to use a function called tangent. If you think of your tangent of theta, we remember the tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. Sa sukatowa na pala. I think you have that in your recall. So TOA there stands for tangent. The tangent of theta, is opposite over adjacent. So if you will solve for theta, then theta is tangent inverse, no? So kung sa iluhon mong theta sa right side, may ara na siya exponent karon, no? And you'll now have, no? So ang opposite side is 40. The adjacent side is 30. By the word opposite, guys, no, we mean this is equivalent to -1, ha? That value is equal to -1, no? So we call this as the arc tangent, no, of 40 over 50. So our opposite side is this. So opposite this is facing the angle. This is our adjacent. So that's why we have 40 over 30. Now, how about the value of our angle now? No? How much is the value of our angle? Please set your calculator at degrees. No, Mamo. So this one is
53.30.
53.13 degrees, no? And the direction is north of east, na? Okay? So it's exactly the same as this one, but this is a bit more accurate, no? So analytical method is believed to be, no? Or we always rely on this, no? As a value which is, no? Ng exact, no? That's an exact value, no? Okay, so any questions sa inyo?
Sir, question.
Yes, what's
What
the
if sir kung hindi sila sir sir hindi sila magparehos, okay lang na sir, wala man problema.
Ano namin mo hindi magparehas?
Sa angle, sir, for example, pag kuha mo sa angle,